I'm fat, and I hate it. Maybe you're fat, or overweight, or chubby, or pudgy, or big boned, or whatever you want to call it, and maybe you hate it too. Maybe you're in your 30s, or mid 30s, or close to 40, and you know that if you don't get a hold of it, it's going to kill you. For the last 17 years, I've lived my life like I don't care that it's just a slow burning dumpster fire, that I have actual physical ailments that I know are caused by the weight. I have psoriasis on both my legs that causes scabby, itchy, flaky, gross skin around my legs. And I know that it's because of the weight, because when I lose weight, it gets better. And even that hasn't been enough to get me to lose the weight. For the last 10 years of my life, I said, this is the year. This is the year I'm going to lose the weight. For the last 8 of those 10 years, I said, I'm going to start a YouTube channel where I lose the weight in real time and help people do it with me. For everybody that I could have helped over those last 8 years, I am sorry. I haven't not lost weight because I don't know how. In the last 10 years, I probably lost at least 100 pounds, but it's usually lose 5, gain 6. Lose 10, gain 15. And I try all these fad diet things because it's hard to admit to myself that I'm this weight because I don't love myself enough to take care of myself. It's much easier to say, man, it's my body type. It's my genetics. There are no shortage of excuses you can find online from people selling you the fix for your shortcomings. This will jumpstart your metabolism. This helps fight your genetic code. Like, there's so many things out there that are just bullshit. I think for the most part, the people that struggle with losing weight is because at this point it is so confusing that it makes it difficult. I mean, if you just Google weight loss, you end up with things talking about your calories in, calories out, the diets that you're doing, the fad diets, the lifetime diets, your eating style, your exercise program, cardio versus weightlifting, supplements, even how you measure your success when you're trying to lose weight doesn't have an actual definition. It's not just what the scale says. It could be what the tape measure says. It could be if you can fit into some clothes that you just bought that were a size too small when you got them. It could be how you look naked. It could be how you feel. It could be maybe you don't want to lose weight. Maybe you want to get stronger, but you want to consume the calories to look better and get stronger at the same time. And can you even do that? Is that a thing you can do? Some people say you can't put on muscle while you lose fat. And some people say you can absolutely do that. Some people think that if you wrap saran wrap around your stomach, it's going to make you skinny. There's no shortage of the internet just telling you all of these things. And for me, and probably for you, there's all that noise and all that chatter. How do you not try to take the shortcut first? And then you fail and you don't lose the weight. And then you try another one and it works for a little bit and then you gain the weight back. And then your mind picks up this message of, hey, you can't lose weight. You've tried. It does not go well. The other side of the coin is everybody has a reason for why you're gaining weight. Everybody wants to give you, oh, it's because you eat too much. Oh, it's because you don't get enough exercise. Oh, it's because of your genetics. It's because they keep sneaking high fructose corn syrup into everything. It's because you're eating too many carbs. It's because you're not eating enough carbs. It's because you need to eat like the Vikings did and go bite the heads off of fish. And then on top of that, there's no shortage of gurus and trainers and coaches and influencers that all have a package or a program or something to sell you to get you where you want to be. This year in January, I turned 39 years old. And I started this channel because I'm the biggest that I've ever been. And I feel worse than I ever have. And it's getting worse way faster than it ever has. So I decided something has to change. I have to lose the weight. And every time I make that decision, the next question is, well, where do I start? And so I took to the internet and I got on YouTube and I found so many incredible, charismatic, caring people who want to help people. And they're in shape and they feel healthy and they're like, you can do it too. And they're showing these pictures and these video clips of when they were overweight. And it's inspiring. I always have a voice in my head trying to explain away their success because I know that it's going to take a lot of discomfort to get to where I need to be and where I want to be. And I can say, well, they're posting the videos when they're bigger, but who knows how they really got there? Maybe they took Ozempic or they got their stomach stapled. And I don't think that's actually the case intellectually, but my brain just goes, yeah, you've tried. You can't do what they're doing. And what they're doing isn't probably everything they did. And I couldn't find anyone who had done what I want to do here, which is document from day one, even the difficult times. So that's what this channel is. It's me trying to document the process. So that way, if you're like, hey, I want to do this, but I haven't had any success, you can look at me and see that if that guy can do it, you can do it. I'm in no way a genetic specimen. My whole family's overweight. So I know it's not like I got like a secret thing going on. To let you know that you can do it too, I am 290 pounds. I'm 39 years old. I have a sit-down job. I edit videos all day. If I can do this, you can do this. The video that I recorded last week that I didn't get put up because I just did not like the message that it gave, because it was literally just me saying I failed for 20 minutes, was because I did fail. I started this channel, put up videos, and this is what I'm going to do, and did none of it. I did none of it so bad that I gained 2 pounds. After I recorded my video last week, I actually stuck to part, at least, of my plan. And surprise, surprise, it literally worked. So for the foreseeable future, I'm not going to focus on all these fad metrics and diets and carbs and all that. My only goal is to focus on my calorie deficit each day. So I went to the internet, and the internet had several maintenance calorie calculators, which tell you how many calories you need to eat per day if you just want to maintain your current weight. Though the results varied wildly, the majority of them said I needed to be around 24 to 2,300 calories, somewhere in there. I'm 5'10", 290, so that's what it broke down to. So I've decided that my goal for me personally is to create a deficit of calories, 500 a day from the intake, from calorie intake, so 17 to 1,800 calories, and then 500 from additional attempts at exercise. I'm going to start with walking. Nothing crazy. I'm not going to go to the gym and blow out a rotator cuff or whatever the case is. Like, it's just to do things that are easy. And so last week I stuck to the calories in. I was at 1,800 or less every day. And surprise, surprise, I lost a pound. That's how the math works out. If you want to lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit. If you want to lose 1 pound, you need a 3,500 calorie deficit. 3,500 calories in one day, 35, which is not healthy. Don't do that. But 3,500 over a week, completely doable. My goal is 7,000. It's 2 pounds a week. Not crazy. But that's my first focus. It's just that. It's just that simple. There are times where I would have beat myself up for not doing the other half as well. And there's times where I would have looked at that pound and been like, man, I only lost a pound. I only lost a pound. And if I could go back and punch that mother in the face, I would. Because that's awesome. Losing a pound is good. I only have to do that 89 more times and I'm where I need to be. Like, that's it. Like, if you could hit your goals by doing 89 difficult things, but you knew what those 89 difficult things were, would you do them? Yup. But I didn't do, but like, I used to beat myself up. My other focus is calorie deficit, but then the calories that I intake, I need to hit 150 grams of protein in a day. That's about 0.8 times what my goal weight is, which is 200. I'm doing that because I want to get stronger. I want to like look better. And I'm going to try and limit my carbs to natural carb sources. Not the number of carbs. I don't care if I eat a billion, as long as I stand on my calories, but it's natural carb sources, potatoes, rice, things like that. I don't want to eat, a Cadbury cream egg and feel like I'm about to lose a foot. Where I didn't hit my goals last week was I didn't walk the 3 miles a day that I told myself I was going to walk to burn those 500 calories. And I think the big obstacle that I hit with that was I just built this thing up like, oh, you got to walk 3 miles. And you typically have to do that in the morning because I've been in sales a very long time, And I can talk myself smooth the fuck out of working out with no problem. So if I don't do it first thing in the morning while I still have like the oomph to do it, it doesn't get done. If it's involving exercise for exercise sake. Now I love playing basketball. I love like sports. So I can do those things. And I plan to. That's going to be part of this as well. I'm just probably not in the shape where I can do those and not roll my spine or something. But I kept saying, oh, I got to walk 3 miles. So this week we're trying something different. This week is I don't have to walk 3 miles. I just have to walk a block. That's it, 1 block. And not around the block, to the end of 1 whole block and back. That's it. If I do that, I can count that as a win for this week. Now, I know this about myself, that typically if I get started doing something, I'll just do it. It's getting started that I build up into this thing. I have ADHD. It's a whole part of it. We can make some more videos about that. But that's a big deal for me. I want to work on my like stretching and mobility because I'm becoming so inflexible and so unmaneuverable that it is sad. It's to the point that I don't think I could pick up like my grandkids in a couple of years if I have them. Or in like 10 years, not a couple. Ugh. And then obviously strength training. Starting out slow, building up over time. In the past, one of the big things that derailed me with like the exercise side of things, I usually have an ego about it and go, yeah, I can do what I used to do when I was 22. I can do that, no problem. Yeah. Turns out, no, I can't. No, past me was a moron for trying to do what even more past me did. Like that does not compute. But these are the principles that I'm going to go by in that order. Going by those, it worked last week. I lost 1 pound. I would have loved to get on here and say, I lost 8 pounds, but I didn't. I lost 1. And man, I wrestled. I wrestled with like, do I make this video? But that I said, this is the thing that I said that I wanted to do, was get on here and talk about all of the fucking hard things. And then also I need to keep in mind, because I've had some pretty large success on other platforms with videos, funny videos, because I'm a comedian, but not attaching the quality of this video to how many people see it, especially initially, because I know right now this video is probably not going to mean shit. Nobody's Googling how to lose 1 pound. I get that. You get that. But if you want to hit that subscribe button and come along with me, I promise when we get to that 200, I will lay everything out that I can to help you get there. And so it'll be all these awkward realizations that I have over time that I think, for me, help a lot. And they're things that I don't think about unless I make it a point to think about them. So this week, I'll try to walk a little bit. I'm going to stick to my calorie plan. It's Monday. I've already done well today. I'm under my calories. Good amount of protein. So it's moving in the right direction. If you want to hit the subscribe button and do this with me, I would love it. If you want to hit it just because you want to cheer on another human being trying to do something better, that's dope too. I do promise that these videos will get a lot more entertaining, but I wanted to get something up because I've had the thought run through my brain the last couple of weeks, like, are you even going to do this? Is this another year where you just gain weight and don't make the channel? And no, this is a year that I make the videos and lose the weight, and hopefully you come along too. So I'll see you when I'm less of a person.